Hello, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
And I'm John Humphrey.
We're going to watch a video today from our homie, Mr. Krepshus, who comments on our channel once in a while, too. He's got one here, Avengers Endgame Dunkirk style.
Ooh.
Which I can see how it lends itself.
Yeah, totally.
Despair. Fallen heroes.
People trying to return home.
Band together.
Survival. Hope.
You see, one of our top reward tiers at our Patreon page is whatever video you request, we must definitely do and put up on YouTube. And today it comes from a Canadian bastard, Lance Dorr, you whore.
On the floor.
Because it's Avengers related, that's why I'm wearing my Captain Marvel shirt today.
They live, we sleep.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
Just like the paper with the
Yeah.
in the Dunkirk shirt.
We're in the Endgame now.
That's Infinity War. I got the exact text.
All control. Code red.
He's like the Kenneth Branagh character. Yeah.
Oh no. We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
This is going to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't. Part of the journey is the end.
Oh, yeah.
Christian Krepshus.
Get it, Avengers Endgame. Endgame is on. Avengers Endgame.
Infinity
Marvel
War
Cinematic
is insane.
Universe.
It's good. It's a good rap.
He's got good raps.
I mean, generally speaking, it is almost exactly what I imagined it to sort of be like. He's smart when he uses when he pulls images from the Infinity War movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
To set up that, because whenever I hear they're doing one of these, I'm like, how do you do this? It's just like the one little, you barely have any footage of this movie right now.
You're
you know?
locked into that one
Yeah.
teaser, so it's just going
And
to be a
the Super
remix
Bowl
of that
spot.
one teaser
Yeah,
and the Super Bowl
So
spot.
having to pull different images, and like you have the harrowing effect of the war invasion going on, that you're just stuck on this battlefield in a way.
Yeah.
And then the last 30 seconds of this is like the hopeful side, like the despair but hopeful element to it. And of course, using the similar type of text to the Dunkirk trailer.
Oh, yeah. Well, and all the dialogue is for the most part kind of incidental. It's mostly reactions and just the stakes of the physical environment and the physical situation, and carrying over the ticking clock and then the heartbeats and stuff like that. Like, it really does, even though there's a lot more specific characters to cut to, whereas Dunkirk is more of just a big old ensemble. Like, it really does lend itself in a weird way, especially to Endgame's marketing.
These are always sort of fun to break down, especially if you remember the trailers, like the one that he's referencing here. Because in the Dunkirk trailer, you have the setup of here's everything that's happened now that the invasion has begun. Not an invasion, but the setup of
The rescue attempt.
Yeah, and because in here they're saying oh, Thanos did what he said he was going to do, so it's kind of throwing you into the midst of the action.
Both
Same
sets
thing with
of
here.
Yeah, it's like both sets of dialogue are kind of giving us the lay of the land at the moment.
Yeah.
Here's the way things are.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Like, you can't exactly mirror it, but there's things with specific timing that they do. Like when Kenneth Branagh in the Dunkirk trailer says there are 400,000 men on this beach, and then they cut to the shot of a
oh yeah, all the debris falling down on the men on the beach and stuff.
And then in this trailer with Mr. Krepshus, he says,
We're in the Endgame now.
Then you cut to the shot with Infinity War, with Nick Fury's moment, to the explosion, the chaos, so mirroring that element.
Yeah.
Then after saying from director Christopher Nolan, then saying from the Russo brothers, and in the Dunkirk trailer, it's the person walking and going into the ocean, pretty much, hopeless, giving up on life.
Yeah.
And then using the shot in Mr. Krepshus' video of Tony Stark. Hopeless, giving up on life almost pretty much, because he's giving a goodbye speech in that moment.
And he's got a similar vacant stare to the boys on the beach watching the guy walk into the water. So in that way, it's kind of got a duel in one. And then at the actual kind of around the minute mark is when both sort of start to show you what the actual enemy offensive looks like, with both, the airships flying over, shooting at the beach and stuff like that, and at the boats. And then also Nick Fury getting out and seeing the chaos in the streets, starting to disintegrate and stuff like that. So in very different ways, the enemy is present. And structurally, actually, he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. And in the Dunkirk trailer, they have the Cillian Brazilian Murphy. He is talking in a despairing way, and then Mark Rylance is talking with him. Hey, I remember his name. Yeah. Mark Rylance is talking with him because Cillian Murphy's talking about the devastation factor of, like, I don't want to go back. I'm traumatized, And then Mark Rylance is saying, well, we have to, basically.
Yeah, we gotta help.
And he kind of gave Captain America, Mr. Krepshus gave Captain America both of those roles.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about the trauma, but then also talking about, like, this has to work.
Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
We have to do this
regardless,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and structurally, too, this is the point where, both of these kind of shift into, okay, what's everybody outside the main kind of hot point of the situation doing, and what's the counter-offensive look like, or what does the rescue look like, and stuff like that. So thematically, similar, at least.
And then, the rest of it, just heroes struggling and looking hopeless.
Cutting to a lot of different characters.
A lot of different characters having a hard time with the situation.
Struggling, trying their best, maybe even feeling a little hopeful, mostly feeling not hopeful.
Yeah. And then, I think, Kenneth Branagh has that line, I think.
You can almost see it from here.
Yeah. And then Robert Downey Jr., they use the, say it, John. The part of the beginning's the end, or something like that, right?
Sometimes the end is the most important place for a new beginning.
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
It's that one.
Part of the journey is the end.
We remember everything except for that one part. Yeah.
It's the end, guys.
Hard to go off a lot of memory.
It's the end game.
That was really cool, man. You freaking cut this bad boy together really well. Another great job on the editing, amigo.
Good at breaking these down, man. Someday, I swear, you're going to be cutting just the regular trailers.
Yeah, great. And we do a good job at trying to decipher what you were going for. I give ourselves credit for that. Listen, you guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Please click that notification bell. And last but not least, Patron of the Day shout out for Lance Dorr.
Lance!
And in a recent exchange of messages with Lance Dorr, he said specifically, because I was complimenting him on being such a good person, said we always joke that in order to be a fireman, he's a fireman, first responder, and live a normal life, you gotta be dead inside. Maybe I am, but I love being a father and a family man. And he goes on to elaborate when I called him out on it. He was saying, well, dead inside is just an over-exaggerated term we use at work. It's more just most of my coworkers and myself are just used to that high intensity of the calls. Like, I can go to a car accident that involves some gruesome things and go back to the hall and eat a cheeseburger and act as if nothing happened. LOL. And because he's pledged, I played this kindly, but I'm here to tell you publicly, you're a sociopath, man.
Sick, and you should be committed.
Disturbed, dude.
What is wrong with you?
How can you go see a dead body and then eat a cheeseburger?
Eat a salad at least.
If I were you, I would eat the cheeseburger first, then go see the dead body. That's how you deal with necrophilia. I mean, that's what we're talking about, right?
That's exactly what we're talking about, yeah.
Oh,
No, you can't go back now. It's not?
I don't do necrophilia. I don't know why you'd even imply that, Lance.
I've never tried necrophilia, but I don't think I would.
Well, Dude, if you get the cheeseburger like Lance is suggesting.
Oh, yeah. The cheeseburger is the garnish on top.
The shout-out's not about me and what I do on my private time.
I'm sorry.
This is about Lance and how you're a brave human being, and I'm glad you can endure the disgusting things while enjoying a double cheeseburger. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Subscribe to Mr. Krepshus. Check us out on the internet. Bye!